Hello guys, in this video I show you an app which each electronics and electrical student can have, which is ElectroDroid. To get it, in the Play Store you type ElectroDroid and this is the app we need, and tap there and then install it. So it occupies 5.5 MB of your memory and it is installed, and open it. It will show you some agreement, then you tap on yes and I agree. Then this is the main layout of your app, where mainly you can find 4 menus: calculators, pinouts, resources and plugins. So now I am going for resources first. In that resources menu, the first one I am considering is circuit schematic symbols. Tap here. Then in alphabetical order it will show you the circuit symbols of all the components, not only analog components but also digital components you can get here. In alphabetical order, all the component symbols: diodes, FETs, fuses, NAND gate, OR gate, photocell, different types of switches. For all those electronic components you will get the circuit symbols here. Next one, symbols and acronyms. Here you will get all the symbols and their acronyms in alphabetical order. CB stands for common base configuration, and EMF stands for electromotive force, and various hybrid parameters we have, HFE, HRB, like that. And then we have ASCII tables here, and the symbol and the corresponding ASCII values you can find in decimal, octal, hexadecimal as well as binary. And then we have here USB specifications now. So the specifications of USB 2.0 and 3.0 versions also you have. See, USB 2.0 cable specifications. So like that, USB all specifications you can get here. And then if you go for standard resistors here, then the standard resistor values you can find in the case of E6, E12, E24, E48, like that. So if you consider E6, actually under decade you will find 6 different types of values with plus or minus 20% tolerance. So those are 100, 150, 220, 330, 470, 680, like that. 6 different values you can find under decade. So in the case of E12 series, the tolerance will be plus or minus 10%. You will get 12 different values as standard resistance values, like that. Next, if you consider, you have Boolean logic gates. So AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, all the Boolean gates we have with respect to the corresponding truth tables here you can observe, and some Boolean algebra theorems also you have. So these are the various resources you can find in the resources menu. And then I am going for pinouts. The first thing is here USB port pinout you have. In this case you have USB 1.0 series as well as 2.0 series. These two are standard A type and B type plugs. For those pinout you have, and USB mini 2.0 and 1. All the versions you have here, A and B type, and micro type also you have here in the case of 2.0 A and B types, and their pin numbers and the description as well you have here, and also USB 3 version also you can find here. And the next one is you have a pinout for the serial port. So 9-pin serial connector you have here, 25-pin serial connector we have here. So the description of each and every pin with respect to these two connectors we have here. In the same way, parallel port description is also there, pinout. So everything, all the connectors we have here. See, jack connector, you have TS connector, TRS connector, TRRS connector specifications we have here. Not only these things, we can also find the pinout for Arduino boards. Here you have Arduino Uno board, and different headers and pinouts, analog pins and digital pins descriptions, everything you have here. That is the second menu, pinouts menu, where you can find out various pin configuration of components. Coming to the calculations, where you can calculate lot of things. First I am going for resistor color coding. Here you have different colors for all the 4 bands. Now for the first band I am selecting red color, second band red color I am selecting, third band brown I am selecting, and the tolerance band gold I am selecting. Then automatically I got 220 ohm with plus or minus 5% tolerance. Red brown gives us 220 ohms. Like that, if you give your colors for all the 4 bands, you will get automatically the resistance value. And the next one, in the same way we have the calculation for Ohm's law. See here a circuit is there where a battery and resistor are connected and current flowing through the circuit is I. You know Ohm's law is V is equal to I into R. Then I am fixing R as 1 kilo ohm here. 1 I am selecting, units I am selecting kilo ohm. Then automatically with 5 volts input voltage I got the current 5 milliamperes. Now I am changing the voltage from 5 to I am changing 10 volts. Then corresponding current change I got here, and the power dissipation also I have here. P is equal to V into I, or I square R you can calculate. So those calculations automatically you can get with respect to Ohm's law. And then we have calculation of the reactance. Here the capacitive reactance can be calculated here by changing the frequency value. Here I am changing 100 Hz to 10,000 Hz. Then Xc I am calculating the corresponding Xc value I got for the given frequency. Like that, inductive reactance also you can calculate by changing the L value or by changing the frequency value. Then XL is calculated as 31.416 ohms now. And similarly we have filter description, where you have low pass filter. Then we can change the R value and C value based on the frequency you can get. In the same way we have voltage divider network here. Here 1 kilo ohm resistor is there, 1 kilo ohm resistor is there. Since the input is 5 volts, across this resistor you got 2.5 volts. If I change this 1 kilo ohm to 2 kilo ohm, then automatically the voltage now is 3.333 volts. So there is a voltage divider network. And also you have different things. See, operational amplifier you have. Here you can select non-inverting amplifier or inverting amplifier or differential amplifier. I am first selecting the non-inverting amplifier. Here RF is 1 kilo ohm, RI is 1 kilo ohm. Since it is non-inverting amplifier, the gain is 1 plus RF by R1. Here RF is 1 kilo ohm, that is feedback resistor, in our case R2. Then 1 plus 1 by 1, you will get 2 as the gain here. That's why 5 volts if you apply, since the gain is 2, 5 into 2 you got 10 volts. Suppose if I change feedback resistance 1 to 2, then what is the total gain now? 1 plus 2 by 1, that is 3. Since the input is now 5 volts, then you got 15 volts. If I change this non-inverting amplifier to inverting amplifier, now the gain is minus RF by R1, then minus 2 kilo ohm by 1 kilo ohm, then minus 2 is the gain. Since the input is 5 volts, 5 into minus 2, you will get minus 10 volts that you got here. Like that you can check the output based on the gain value with respect to operational amplifier. And we have another option to calculate the LED resistance. See, LED is connected like this, 5 volts supply you have and 10 milliamperes. The maximum current that LED can accept is 10 milliamperes. Then automatically we need 300 ohms. Suppose if I change the maximum capacity from 10 milliamperes to 20 milliamperes, then we need to use here at least 150 ohms resistance. So like that, by changing the specifications of the LED, then you can get the required resistance here based on the input voltage. So in that way we have different options to calculate various things in the electronic circuits, so frequency conversion, power calculator, everything you have. Definitely this app is very much useful for you for the immediate reference and immediate calculations at times. So if you feel this app is useful for you, immediately go to Play Store and download it and use it. That's it guys, that is the end of today's app. I will meet you with a new app in the next week. Bye bye.